that's exact opposite. That's a thing I recently ran across. Here are people who are learning a language that is so stifled just that it's easy possible for machine. That's insanity. Leuban, like it's called, yes, and Leuban has this symbol, yeah. I don't get it. It's quite opposite of Perl, and also many editors, I think, are the opposite of how it should be. Yeah, really. And it's even in this symbol, camel, because camel in Hebrew is gimel, or also symbolized by this third letter. It has also some attachments to the symbolism that's also in Kephra, but without taking the course of mysticism, it stays for the relation. That we are in a world full of relation, and that the editor should reflect that. No, not just put all in plugins, or not just make one thing well, yeah, like Emacs, make all the full keys, but to see it as a whole. It's that we not have the division and the IDEs, and on the other side the editors. Yeah, if because divisions are not good. Yeah, this that are the patterns many people think or think that way. Yeah, but I think more. I try to stay minimal. Right. On the other side, try to with minimal effort, as much as comfort as possible, not just for the sake of it. Reduce something to say, oh yeah, but where's the usability on the other hand? Why? Then I go back to Notepad at all. Yeah? It's also to say, oh yeah, I don't like the mouse, I rather like the keyboard. I hear it very often. It's amazing what you can achieve with keyboard. On the other hand, it's also amazing what you can achieve with mouse. For instance, I recently working or pondering about the idea to have a slider that you can move with the mouse and attach it to the file, to the edit history. So while you move your slider, you see your text changing, all the changes you made. Exactly with you visually see, you couldn't do it that fast with the keyboard. You just can't. And that is just one example. Yeah. And therefore I think always use the tools that fits best. If somebody is only his keyboard, or somebody disabled and can use the keyboard, it's fine if he chooses just the other. But I think a good editor should provide all the best, and because there's more than one way to do it. Yeah. Another one is also even if you just the keyboard, yes, always division in the nitty-gritty. Yeah, command line like VI, or just shortcuts like Emacs. Yeah, it's why not both? Why? And everybody's happy and can work together on something. Yeah, and GUI and text is another division. GUI is a great way to give much information at once, that you capture at once, because we are visual beings. Text is great, no doubt about it. In the end, there are text editors, but I think, especially in the way of GUI, there's so much, but we haven't discovered it. When you get in WX with the Paint DC, where you can freely paint all the pixels, so much information in so little space can you give you about tools that analyze your code, can give you back. I think there's even a lot more. And like I said, I like to do all this stuff even 2 or 3 years ago, but I fixed my things first. Yeah, and it's now stable, clean, and so we can go on. Yeah, and to have beauty on both sides. Plugins and app is also such thing. What in my opinion is madness, like the Eclipse, put all in plugins. You just okay, there's a broad company behind it, so they could do it. Maybe if the Herd team had a great company, they were more succeed against Linux. But I think Linux had it right. That if you separate things too much, the program gets just amazing, and yeah, and it's clean. It's not, and I think something similar is doable with editors. Yeah. And like I said, finish your homework is the one side, and on the other side is like have courage for new concepts, like I think show. Yeah. Then this is not that important. I won't just go about some editors because for beginners that thing won't get done right, but it's because at the end like Herbert or Kephra also or Komodo or even other, and it doesn't run on Unix. But now going through some editors, maybe I've done it like now to the last two slides, which I promised are most important. Yeah. How much time is there? Alright, so take this slide. I said that to have the more than one way to do it for the user is one thing, but there's also another angle for this learn as you go. It's also for information. Kephra recently has two extensions, like it's a notepad and it's an output pad. The next tool that come to is a BI like command line and a tree tool which can be used as a snippetlet, but also like some sort of minimal Git plugin, or because you have a tree of commands you can freely set, and if you click or like other sets you can run, and that's the next generation. I prepare my mind of other extensions. But one important idea I want to introduce is this learn as you go in the way of extensions. Maybe you somewhere read something, you somewhere seen something, whatever. It was interesting. You can put it just to save it, don't even select the file. If you select it and push Shift and F4 in Kephra, it lands in the notepad. And you can put it from there later. Or for instance, this buffer extension will have the history from all things you copied that were in the clipboard and other from the things you marked for copy and replace and other things. Just take it from there, from somewhere in the history, and put it there. And the next step is maybe you make a useful command line tool, or maybe you make a useful tree tool from it, or just from an editing tool. What is when you mark lines and then replace something? Sometimes it's all just take 5 lines and prepend there something. Yeah. And then when that was useful, just drag and drop it over to the tree tool, where this command that you like crafted in the edit tool has you just as a prepared tool there. And if you taking even that one more useful, push a button and Kephra can create some minimal plugin out of it. And you can add something to there, and if it's even more useful, there will someday maybe an extension from it. That is a more seamless transaction of information, and that the user that can filter can be also like turned a little bit into developers, and, because in the end we do many different things, and the real thing, power. So why people use editors like VI and they are powerful, or like Unix, because you can custom that to the end. You can change it even, and here it's written in Perl. You can change everything in Perl. It's better you take the API because if you decide, I can't guarantee that I will break something. Yeah. And you can. I think that's the fastest way for us to really meet changing needs. Yes.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Runs on Linux, right?
What?
It runs on Linux, right?
I have many friends who run it on the Linux. Currently my booting machine is broken, but I use it on the Linux too.
I can install it on C then.
If you use the